there's incredible companies that have gone through YC, Stripe, Airbnb, Instacart, and others. But um, uh, uh, um, I think and like honestly, without YC, Vitable might not exist in the way that it exists today. It gave me an opportunity and a network that I never had before, and opened up opportunity both for recruiting early team members and just enabling us to hit our stride. But part of and I always joke that every investor that's ever given us money is needed to see me 3 times before they get to conviction. And it's not that whatever it may be, they don't meet me the first time and they say this guy is a killer. And I often have to come back and show like momentum from the last time they met me. But that's been like a big part of my advantage, and just like one of my professors and earliest investors that's been quite impactful for me often describes it as my superpower is being scrappy and a cockroach. And YC was one example. Same thing with first round capital.
Our friend over at Hinge Health, Dan Perez, they like if they had a
Yeah.
mascot and it was an animal, they consider themselves like, hey, we're the cockroaches. Like we'll be around far after anyone else is, because we have the right focus and mission.
I love that. And Dan and Hinge.
I think Dan and Gabriel introduced us years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, Dan is like just one of the kindest, like most formidable builders, not just in digital health, in any company really, and like huge outcome.
I would agree.
And I sent out many cold emails early on, and like very few people respond naturally, but Dan was just so gracious with his time, and he's a voracious reader. And
So did you get the cockroach analogy from him, or did you come up with that one on your own?
I actually heard about the cockroach analogy when I watched one of your episodes recently, but the cockroach it was actually during my while I was still at school, and I'd keep getting rejected from YC, and they said, well, the thing that there's generally 2 types of people. Maybe there's the people that people just see and like say this guy is an absolute, or this gal is an absolute, like extremely formidable. They just like doors are open because of who they are. I'm more of the other approach, the other type of builder where my advantage is that I just don't quit. And being an outsider both to healthcare and to startups with no network, the superpower has just been, you don't need to believe in what we're doing or in me now, but I'll be back next year. And usually people are very kind and eager to help people that just show that they're moving quickly and able to get